listen, I got a small willy, and then they're like, wow, you're huge, because I'm just so average, and it's just great.
So you're happy with Cam Kirkham dick being a Google search away? What, a dick pic is the first piece of merch you ever release? Printed on a t-shirt?
Well, considering it's...
What was your highest earning month?
So I posted a fully topless picture. For that month I made
Welcome back to the 13th episode of the Antisocial podcast, brought to you by the lovely people at Adrian Flux.
Woo! We love Adrian Flux.
Today we have a very, very, very special guest, Kirsty Austin.
Hello. I clap for myself. Yeah.
How are you doing? Are you okay?
I'm good, thank you.
This is your first podcast, isn't it?
It's my first ever.
Yes! We're not
Sorry.
We're not sloppy seconds for once, normal we are.
Yes, to every other podcast on the site.
I say we're doing all right. We're like low ballers, but we're kind of a little bit like, got a bit about us.
We get the best guests.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome. Yeah. Absolutely.
I feel like we should kick it off just by telling the story last night about...
Oh, that was so funny.
Do you want to take it? It was your kind of thing.
So we were having flat drinks, as we do. Every time we get sad, we're like, all right, should we just drink? So we had some drinks and we had a little drinking game. And I think it was next person to touch their phone, you have to message one of their exes or something like that. But not necessarily.
Exclusive. Sorry, guys. Exclusive.
Are they together? Are they not?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No. So I went.
Brother and sister.
I went on Charlie's father and daughter by the necklace. So I went on Charlie's phone, and you were the last person that texted him. So I was like, oh, brilliant. So I think I knew you were coming round for the podcast, obviously. So I messaged her being like, wait, let me pass the trash phone and get the message up for me so I can read it word for word.
You want to read it word for word?
So funny.
I just remember being on the floor laughing. I'm so sorry for
it. It was
Off
awful.
your soft drinks.
You absolutely, you did me in so bad.
I only meant for a soft drink.
Okay.
You're
So
on holiday?
she just randomly just normal conversation. Then I just was like, hey, was just wondering if you want to stay the night after the podcast tomorrow. You can stay in my bed if you like. Then, if you promise not to get kinky, that is, laughing emojis. Unless, ? Kiss, kiss. Then she goes, Charlie, for fuck's sake. And I went, well, ? And she went, I won't be staying. I went, is that a no? Haha, damn. And then she just went off. Then
What was your reaction?
I think he was just too drunk.
It's literally like, no.
And then I just went, so she said 5 or 6 messages being like, oh, and I just went, haha, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, the thing,
funny.
what was it, Kirsty, that you said about that after, the reason why you kind of believed it, so to speak?
I think it's just the worst part of that whole thing is the fact that I did believe it was him. And I
not
didn't
even for a
think it was
second?
prank. Not for a second.
Is that because that's the normal way you text?
You talk similar, I reckon.
Listen, I'm just out here, just living my best life.
he's never asked anything like that, but you make
just to clarify,
jokes.
I do make jokes.
Yeah, so
Jokes.
it wouldn't have been shocking.
Yeah, that didn't seem like a joke.
I just thought
I can't believe you said that.
Yeah,
To be
but I
fair,
still didn't think it was a joke.
yeah. Well,
even with the laughing emojis.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that, man. Come on, come on. I'm not.
is he a big fan of the laughing emoji? Is that something he brings it quite regularly?
Not even. So it says a lot that I just...
I was just really nervous. I was really nervous.
I got so scared. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to cancel the podcast. I can't come. It's just going to be awkward, but...
Well, the question...
And then I
you
heard the
nearly
voice note.
sabotaged it.
Then I heard the voice note and I was like, oh my fucking... Oh,
Yeah, I sent a
thank
voice
God.
note. Just I felt too bad. I had to stop.
Just before we go over on anything else, the other kind of stuff that was going on, last night, my phone got absolutely obliterated.
One of them was
James Marriott, I think, is a good
we can
one
say
to
this
say.
one.
We can say the James Marriott one, and that's literally the only one we can. My phone got destroyed.
Can we not mention the other one?
The
you
Instagram
can if
story
you
one. That one was so funny.
Essentially, because you weren't alone in this thing. So
the James one was funny
The
but
James
really
one.
brutal. That's the one I felt most bad about.
Yeah, I felt so bad.
Well, say the card first. The card was send an abusive message to someone. Next person to touch their phone, you can send an abusive message to someone in their contact
Why
list.
am I always touching my phone then? I don't get it. I got cucked. I got cucked basically.
For the first time.
Oh, for God's sake. All right, so Hey, I've been thinking about this for a while and just think it's really fucking out of order how you're releasing your EP when I've been asking you to film a music video with me for a while. We were meant to be mates and it's just really fucking snaky, to be fair. Don't hit me up.
It was a don't hit me up.
Yeah, I know. It's just so aggressive.
when we were typing it out, I was like, I can't, and I just was like, fuck it, send.
Yeah, and he just replied saying, what time was this? It was at midnight, to be fair. Oh my God, we're up late. He said, this is a joke, right? Please do tell me it's a joke. Because I'm an anxious boy. And I just had to send him a video straight away. And he said, I hate you so much, I'll enjoy the bevs.
Yeah. And then unfortunately, the issues didn't stop there because then Charlie decided to post a 16-year-old on his Instagram story.
No, to clarify, okay, she was 16 at the time, of the picture.
It was 18 on the profile!
but she is now 20. So they went on my...
Oh, I just meant in a friendly way.
You're ruining my holiday, such as 18 on the profile.
So that one was...
It was basically any girl that I have been with.
Yeah, it was
everyone was
messaging.
texting and
it
whatever.
was, once again, next person on their phone text them someone that they used to sleep with. So I was like, I know someone. And then...
So basically, Kirsty,
I
I do apologise for that.
Mm-hmm.
You apologise for being a paedophile.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a paedophile, and I don't send the laughing emoji faces.
Okay. Well, let's move on. The question on everyone's
please.
mind at the moment is, so are you staying the night after the podcast?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Great.
Yeah.
Right.
With
Only if you promise not to get kinky,
Yeah.
unless...
All right, let's. I'd say we start kicking it off really with how are you finding lockdown, so to speak? It's been a hot minute.
Honestly, I'm finding it fine. I think you guys can probably relate. We don't really leave the house anyways,
No.
so it's not too
At the
hard.
best of times, he doesn't.
You,
I do,
you leave.
yeah.
He loves leaving the house. He'd leave the house for anything.
Daddy's just got to go get some money.
All right,
No,
okay.
so-
You're a bit half and half, and I just never leave the house ever.
Mm.
It's the same as her.
Neither,
You two are the
neither.
same. She just in her room
I'll only leave if I'm invited
with Ravi
out.
and Roni.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
See
when
your
I go out, I don't like going out with people because I'm impatient. So let's say I need to go to the shop for something. I don't want to go with someone. I just want to go to the shop, get what I need, get out. So when I'm out, it's not for very long. I try and make it as quick as possible when I'm out the house.
So what have you been doing to pass the time during lockdown?
I was streaming.
Were you?
Yeah, sometimes.
At the
but
beginning?
then- at the beginning.
Okay.
beginning. But apart from that, just Netflix, innit? It's just all we're doing.
Just Netflix. Just Netflix.
No, literally. What could we do? We couldn't even go food shopping at one point either. That was.
I feel like the second lockdown's a lot worse.
Do you?
Really? No.
What?
No.
I think I'm struggling more this time.
Oh, definitely.
What,
not. It's the
mentally or
same,
just
really.
in general?
No, because the first time was like, all right, okay, whatever. But second time's like all this shit all over again.
It's long, but
Yeah.
it's. Yeah.
What I will, I have seen some tweets saying that people are more depressed, but in terms of restrictions, it's a lot more. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
I think that. What I think most of that is when we were in lockdown, it was still the very first one. It was still really sunny, so we could just go out, lay in the garden, shit like that, or go on a walk. Whereas now, when you wake up, it's dark, so it's just more depressing. Do you know what I mean? When I wake up, it's dark.
when you wake
it's just
up.
even.
So it's a barrel of laughs for him, isn't it?
It's just so depressing today.
I feel like 90% of people watching this will be able to agree
no.
with me with saying that's why the second lockdown's more depressing than the first one, just because the restrictions aren't as strict, so that's all right. In the first one, we wouldn't be able to do the podcast, whereas we're actually allowed to this time.
So you've been, fair. I just want to take it back to where you were talking about, you've been streaming, Netflix. Not much of a conversation you can have about Netflix. Oh, actually, to be fair, what favourite series on Netflix?
Or
Go on.
film.
I'm watching Peaky Blinders right now for the first time ever. I'm on the last
So good.
season.
That's,
So
he
good.
loves that.
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
really good.
I love
It's really
that.
good.
That's probably one of my favourite on Netflix.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. Really, everyone is obsessed with it.
Why did you start watching it?
I don't know. Everyone always talks about it, and I was always like, oh, I've never seen Avengers either, which I need to start. I need to watch.
I'm not a
that
big
stuff.
fan of it. So, for me, we both really like Vikings on Amazon Prime. I like anything old, anything
I've
old.
not seen that.
Vikings, it's bloody, it's gory, it's probably more like
So
a
fucking
but
good.
it's really good.
Watch it, actually.
Have you seen Game of Thrones?
Apparently, it's better than
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Have you not watched...
I don't think anything
So-
is. I
No,
don't
it is.
think
It actually is.
Really?
Because it stays consistent. The Game of Thrones until the penultimate season was a bit like...
No spoilers for anyone.
Yeah, of course. But then the final season absolutely cluttered it. The first 3 seasons of Game of Thrones, 4 seasons, sensational, art, the best ever. I shit you not, the best ever. Vikings has been great, not as good as the first few seasons of Game of Thrones. I will say that outright. But from start to where it is currently going into the last season,
It's
has
got
been...
better.
Yeah, it's just been insane. The production quality, the storyline, and everything is great.
And the fact that it's for me, this is just me watching stuff. I like stuff that's realistic and true stuff that can like happen to you, like stuff that's actually happened. Whereas like Game of Thrones and Dragons, I don't feel like I can get into that. Same with like superheroes. I don't like
to be
superhero
fair,
movies.
you do, and it's still quite a while until the dragons and stuff come in there. But that doesn't matter anyway.
I just like realistic stuff. I just get into it more.
Yeah, because you can actually believe that you're going to be.
So maybe I think I'd like Peaky Blinders then. I might give it a bash.
I think
But
anyone would
how many
love that.
seasons is it though? Because it's one of these things.
Is it 6?
I think I'm on the 6th
6
or 5th. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
What's-
It's really good though.
Is
Like,
that your
even
favourite series on Netflix? Full stop.
I just want to be Tommy Shelby.
Yeah, that's your idol, isn't it?
Yeah, Tommy Shelby's my idol.
Wait, is
You
that
just have an idol every single day of the week.
my favourite, I'd probably say Prison Break and Vikings. Vikings is on Amazon Prime, but on Netflix, Prison Break's probably my favourite series.
I think people say Prison Break is good for the first couple seasons, but then it's...
Yeah, how many times can you break
It's
out
not.
of prison?
I always thought that. I was just like, oh, fucking here we go again.
So it's
Jesus
into this.
Christ.
Just not to get too much into it. So have you watched it?
No.
So pretty much he's an engineer. What's like what are the people that like do buildings now? What are they called? Something engineer. My head's went.
Architects.
It's like IMDb.
Building
Architectural
surveyors.
engineer, something like that.
Okay. Right.
So his brother was wrongly committed of a crime, so he breaks him out. But then other people realise he's really good at breaking out prisons, so he gets put in other prisons to try rescue other criminals.
Breaking out connoisseur.
Oh.
Yeah, so then he gets jobs that he has, like, he'll get killed if he doesn't do it, helping other people break out of prison, like criminals.
He's actually got
So
a
he
million
gets-
subscribers on YouTube now as well. Yeah.
So
I
he gets
agree.
put in prison to break
3
people
a.m.
out.
Yes, so the first 2 seasons, like what you're saying, are really good. Then season 3, 4 is quite dry, but the last season's fucking magnificent. I love it. It's brilliant.
Let me take it back to like your content then. So you started doing streaming. When was it about that you started to do that?
A year and a half ago. It's not been
Really?
long.
Because
no.
I remember when I first started speaking to you, that was literally after one of your streams. I think I raided.
Midway.
This was actually the first time that
Oh, you raided me.
I raided her, and I think you only started to stream again at that point or something. And it came up on my thing. I was like, fuck it, let's go raid Kirsty. And I was being very consistent with the streams at the time. Sent everyone into the stream. It was like over 100 people or something came in there. Her Nightbot banned everyone because it was just spam. Because you know when you put your like emotes and stuff, it banned everyone. I was like, this bitch, this bitch. Can't
Nightbot
believe
can
it.
be a prick sometimes.
such
If
a
you have
prick.
on the bad settings,
It wasn't. I
Nice.
didn't even change the
She doesn't-
settings.
yeah,
It
you need
was
to
this-
live him in.
This guy
tell him to
called
calm down.
Mortis who does our streams,
Yeah.
like watches our streams.
Hail
Like he
Mortis.
blocked everyone from it because he changed it, and then I was just, it was.
It's quite funny.
It was
It's
quite funny.
yeah. So what kind of stuff do you stream?
Right now, I want to start streaming Valorant. Haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
but we
go
wanna
on.
start-
Yeah, love
I wanna
that.
start
That's
streaming
good.
Valorant.
Woo! Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah,
Are
it's
you
really fun.
Are you all into like multiplayer games or any single?
Multiplayer.
I'm a
I've
whore
not
for
done
single
any.
player stuff. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I've
Kirsty,
Only
and
as of
I,
like
that
recent
yet.
years.
Kirsty and I spend lots of hours going
Lots
to
of
the morning.
nights.
Yeah, lots of long nights playing.
Lots of
Valorant.
long nights.
Lots of
Hope he's
long-
not getting too kinky.
No, just really fucking kinky with Sage and who do you even play?
Sky.
Yeah, Sage and Sky out here just.
One thing we've missed
I
out.
got you, okay?
And he's like, okay. I
One
love
thing,
that.
like I knew you've been mates for a while, but when was the first time you knew of each other or met each other or whatever?
I mean, the first time we spoke was because of
Was
your
that?
stream, yeah.
When
Oh,
you
was it?
watched
So
it?
wasn't that
Yeah.
long ago?
No.
No,
Ah.
I'd say it was this year. It was like March time, I'd say. Something around
About
about then, yeah.
Ah.
And then just started chatting a little bit, and then stopped chatting a little bit, and then started chatting a little bit. That was
So-
it, yeah. That was it. And then
Ah.
now we play games. And this is the first time you guys have met, right?
Yeah.
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 Nice long
We've
backstory
followed
there.
each other for like a few years. Not a few years, a couple of
You
years at
didn't
least.
know that though, did you?
Oh,
Wait,
that's
what?
so funny. Oh my
Uh-oh.
So
Uh-oh.
I was playing with Kirsty and some of the people. And I think it was like Lemon and Chicken and that. We were like playing all
Yeah.
together. So-
Lemon and chicken.
Like,
yeah,
that's the
Yeah, they're the nicknames. Anyway, so we sit there sometimes. We just got cameras on and stuff. So Kirsty's on there, the others are there, and he comes in. He's just like, "Who's this?" And she's so offended. She was like, "Did you follow each other? What do you mean? Like you follow each other on Instagram? She's like, we follow each other." He's like, "Who is
I
that?"
was like, do I look that different? Like,
Yeah, and I
You
called her.
little bastard.
Then I called her
Yeah.
catfish, and she got so sad.
I told her my camera.
I didn't call her a catfish.
I did, I called
No,
her a
he
catfish.
did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kirsty,
no.
do you want an apology right now?
Yeah, I do. Actually,
Well,
Andrew
Can you look
called,
into the camera, please?
Andrew called me ugly as well. Was it you?
I didn't
That
call
was
you.
me.
You said, oh no, you said I was okay.
I wouldn't. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
just a joke. That was me being serious. I wouldn't call someone okay. I'm
And then you called me ugly.
I'm
Facts.
sorry, Kirsty. I'm really sorry. I called you
okay.
Kaylee at one point as well.
One point
that-
you've been doing
and
all
Daphne.
day.
Oh, that was just. I'm just joking. I'm just winding you up. But no, if it makes you feel any better, you look exactly like Kirsty Austin in real life.
Oh, thank you.
Just on
Thank
that
compliment.
Just on that,
Yeah,
just
I
on
look
that
like me.
specific, just on that specific camera, I was like, I don't know who that is. and I just seen the letter K. I was like, Kaylee?
Because your fingers are chaotic. Yeah, it was. So I mean, I guess what we should talk about is just kind of like how you got into the whole YouTube stuff. Should we start from there? Pretty like where the career started.
Okay, so it all started because of Joel, JMX.
Your brother.
My brother, yeah, my real brother.
Was it step brother or was it just brother?
Step brother, what are you doing?
It was. I was adopted. That's what it was. Yeah.
Wow. Complicated past.
I was actually looking at your famous birthdays today, and it unironically said that you were his adopted sister.
No, a lot of people still believe it. Yeah, we said from the first day that it was a joke, but people believed it, so we just went along with it. And obviously, Joel being Joel, he was like, "Okay, yeah,
money season, money." Yeah, made it into your sister. So you started to make videos.
Well, because I wanted to for years. Like that's all I did because I wasn't in a good place really mentally. So I was just watching YouTube videos every day.
Who were you watching?
The Sidemen, PewDiePie. Yeah, I was a bit of a Sidemen fan.
So who were you mostly fans of, like growing up?
Mainly PewDiePie.
Mainly PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Who else was it that said that? Who? What other girl was it that said she watched PewDiePie? Was it Kate? Was it Kate that said she also really liked PewDiePie? Was it?
I think so.
Yeah. That's surprising. I didn't realise that many girls.
This daddy choker's really fucking my esophagus.
Do you want to take it off?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Beauty standards.
So what was the reason for you to actually like first start making them?
Well, like I said, like I just wanted to for ages, and then do you know X Exception, Ardil?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were really good friends, and I was really good.
If you're YouTuber.
Okay.
I was really good friends with him because we live in the same town. And then he was in a Skype call with Joel, and then I joined, and we were joking about doing a video, and he was like, "Oh, you could be my girlfriend," which is obviously a bit weird now that I was his sister.
Adaptable.
Adaptable.
Versatile.
Yeah, he decided the day before that I'd be his sister, so that's great. Yeah.
So you got sister zoned.
I got sister zoned. Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
But straight away, right? Like obviously, I'm not too sure about you, but I know us. We started like when people were watching, no one was watching. Straight away, your first video, you've got loads of people watching you. How was that?
It was great.
Was it great?
Yeah, it was great for me because it's what I wanted. Like if I had done a video and it had like flopped, I would have been so devastated.
Was your anxiety not really bad though? You're not
a lot
of pressure.
Yeah. But I was more happy that there was loads of people rather than nervous.
See, I think I'd be more like, I've got to do something like, Did you overthink it?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was consistent for like 2 months, and then I was posting like once a month, and now I've not posted in a year.
Wow, you're such a inspiration for YouTube.
I know, I'm so inspirational.
So inspirational. No, I see like you definitely jumped on an opportunity to do what it is. I just think it's a bit of a shame that when you think about like we've had chats about doing content and stuff, even between just you and I like doing it, or you actually getting out to do videos and stuff. And I feel like it's just something that maybe you lack the motivation to do it.
No, I lack the ideas. It's not the motivation. I lack the ideas. The longer I leave it in between videos, the more I get scared of the reaction.
That's what we were talking about in the podcast the other day. I was saying the longer you take away from something, the harder it is to go back to it.
Because then you don't know what they're going to react like, or if they're even going to watch it.
And it puts some pressure on yourself more than anything.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing with YouTubers, just overthinking rather than just doing it.
Of course it is. It's because it's numbers. If you were getting numbers constantly, you wouldn't be worrying. But it's when you see numbers go down, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Which, the world shouldn't work like that, but sadly it does. It's just how the brain works.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
What?
No, nothing.
Dr. Bakken in the office.
Why does everyone laugh when I speak?
You're so funny.
Right.
It's okay, mate. It's
okay.
okay.
It's not very
Anyway, so you uploaded a couple of videos, and then straight away was it just were the views getting higher and higher? Or?
It was a mix, definitely, but like it was just pretty consistently between 50k and 100k mainly. But then I did get a couple for 1 million, but.
What was that? Just
I think we know what
for
we're
a million,
talking
none of
you.
you.
Know, just a couple, just a couple.
You fucking broke-ass bitches.
Yeah, but I mean, using other people's names really, isn't it? So.
Clickbait. Yeah,
true.
No, it was the diss tracks, the diss track reactions.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that. What was the whole thing? How did that start? Was that the Sidemen stuff? Or?
Was that 2017?
Yep, 2017, I think.
Do you remember like yesterday? Oh, I know the date.
I'm saying I think, but I knew exactly what it was.
I reckon
Summer 2017.
I reckon we should talk about that then. On the topic of like it was Sidemen Diss Tracks. So you were involved. Was it 2 diss tracks? Your name, like so to speak, brought up in.
My name was almost actually in it. I was told afterwards. Spitefully, I was told after. OnlyFans.
You're spitefully told. Oh God.
Yeah.
Did you get told before the diss tracks went up,
No,
or
no,
were
no.
you just like,
no, I had
oh,
no
no.
idea. See, it's not even confirmed that I was the person in the diss track.
Were you the person in the
yeah,
diss track?
Yeah. I mean, I think we know that because you just said, how was your name on it? But...
Oh, so it was just to clarify. So I kind of want to ask, obviously, that sometimes if it's taken out of your control and it's a Sidemen kind of fan base, it's very, very big, and getting an influx of people like as an audience coming to your messages, whatever like that. How did and also just like sometimes it's your private business that you don't feel like should be given out.
I mean, completely. Like it was definitely a situation where I heard that I was in it because again, Ardell X Exception told me that I was in one of them, which was obviously Deji's first one, and I was at lunch with my family and I had found out, and then I saw the text and I was like I don't know whether to cry or like go home and just like do something about it, and he was like, right, you can either get really upset about it and just feel shit, or you can go do a reaction. So it's his doing that I actually did do a reaction.
Oh, okay.
But that was really good because then it helped me.
Exactly, it's quite good to have someone like that, isn't it?
Big time.
Because imagine, what would you have done if you didn't have that?
I probably would have just cried and like hid. Because it's the thing is like I either take things really badly or I can laugh it off, but there's no in between.
I feel like the worst things always happen when you're at family dinners. Every time I'm at a family dinner, something wrong happens. I get a message.
You're just sitting there, just in Frankie and Benny's like, it's going to happen.
I just want to eat my burger, and then you get a message. You're like, oh fuck.
No, literally, like my food just got on the table and I had the text, and I was like, right, I've got to go. I Ubered home, did the reaction straight away.
So I've got to go. And just stands up and just leaves.
That's such
burger on the table.
That's such a
like,
YouTube thing. Did you not even eat it?
No. I obviously I was shaky. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that's just happened.
Should have done it live in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Were you
like,
shaking because you were
hello?
nervous, or shaking because of all the potential views that you could get?
No, because I was like, I can't believe I've just been mentioned, like, as if that's nothing, and I wasn't asked about it or anything. But Deji actually told me afterwards that he was going to say my name, and he claimed that I said he could, but I was like, okay, I definitely didn't. If you said that to me, I would have been like, no. But, yeah, he was fully going to say my name rather than...
When you watched it
Girl.
back, when you watched it on video, because I always think this when people watch back the diss tracks, especially during the Sidemen times, was that your genuine reaction, or had you watched it once?
Genuine, all of them genuine. If I listened to any of them before, I wouldn't react. There's
Yeah, I feel
quite
like
a
it
lot that I
ruins it,
didn't
yeah.
react to because I was like, oh, it's not genuine.
That's what I do with a lot of videos.
I feel like it's just awkward to fake it, but then obviously it's gonna do views, so it makes sense to fake them.
Yeah.
So you know, you've done obviously that's happened in the restaurant, and then you've went and done a reaction. Are you, like, what is your mental state like at that?
Well, because of my friend, like it went from being terrified to being like, yeah, fuck him, I'm gonna react to it and like not say anything, but just like get views out of it if he's gonna use me in it anyways.
Yeah.
And then
Bitch, you use me, I use you.
Bitch, I use you.
Yeah, bitch, I use you. I get that. I think sometimes if you can channel your energy in that kind of light, then that's a nothing but a positive thing. But did you receive a lot of like potential hate or messages or whatever?
I
the
like
backlash?
with all the diss tracks, I like doubled in my subs, which is great.
Clout.
But obviously the reasoning is a bit dodgy. But then people, most of the people were saying they just love the reaction in general. It's not even the fact that it could have been me. So that's good. But I mean, I definitely did get, I still do get a lot of shit about it. I still have notifications from YouTube comments, which I haven't done in years, where it's like, oh, I can't believe this girl and Deji, so I still have to see his name.
You have notifications on for comments?
I don't know why. I don't know how to turn
She's
it
such
off.
a good YouTuber that she doesn't actually know how to disable comments.
Does that still affect you today though when you see
Oh
them?
yeah, there's some more like deep stuff, but I hate seeing it. I hate seeing specific names come up.
Because the
Some
Sidemen
don't matter,
fans can
but
be
some
quite
do.
toxic, can't they?
Oh yeah, JJ and Deji's fans, like, we
Brutal.
know they're brutal. So the fact that I still get DMs, I still get comments, and it's just like, move on. But
3 years later.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But what are you like with comments? For example, like I've said this before, when I upload a video, I'll read comments for the first 24 hours, then I won't read them again.
I think for me, if I see a comment which is an accurate criticism of me, then I take it quite like, oh fuck, because I'm just like, oh shit.
When it's like a paragraph.
Yeah,
Like,
but no, but
why
like,
you
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Basically, like if someone like analyzes something that I've done and like has like actual feedback, but like negative, like but like in a bad way, like that he's doing this, and that's the problem. But most of the time, it's just not warranted or anything. I'm just like, oh, suck your fucking mouth.
The only ones that probably bother me is when people come for me as a person, like they'll be like, oh, he's a genuine. I'm like, you don't. I just upload a fucking YouTube video. Like that's not me as a person.
You're not gonna like everyone as well. That's the thing. I think
they don't bother me.
A lot of people,
The comments affect me a lot.
Really?
But surely it's built you a thick skin over time. No,
not even.
You're quite a sensitive.
No, I'm quite
character,
sensitive.
Yeah.
But like, I can take. It's so weird. It doesn't make sense. I can take any comments on Instagram or Twitter or anything. But for some reason, when people are mean to me on YouTube comments, I can't handle it, and then I want to just stop.
I'm like that with Twitter.
Really?
Nothing phases me, but bad Twitter comments get. I don't know why. I think it's.
Yeah, but I feel like on YouTube there's more mean people. Like on Twitter they'll just like find it funny, but on YouTube people will like the comment even if they don't agree with it. They'll just like it, and even if it's a horrible thing, and then it just hurts you.
Well, why do you think that gets to you then? If you get
I think because of why, like what it's about. You know.
Do you think
like,
it's because it's more of like a sensitive topic, as in something which, like, obviously the deeper stuff which is not for like public knowledge, and also the stuff which is like whatever it is. Do you feel like those kind of things which do trigger you? It's like
it's because of the
why.
deeper stuff. So when I see comments about
certain things which don't need to be spoken about,
exactly, then it really just it ruins my day. Like even like I'm not even uploading YouTube videos, and I see a YouTube comment about it, and then I'm like, yeah, great. But
that's the one thing that it gets me with when people have to say someone that's done something wrong recently, and then they get like backlash for it. You're like, okay, fair enough. But when it's someone that is like you're doing reactions to videos, you're not hurting anyone with your content.
I'm just laughing and listening.
and then you're getting obviously so much hate for literally just reacting to things. That's where I always find it a bit weird with commenters.
I feel like it's mostly a girl thing as well. I feel like girl YouTubers get way more hate than guys YouTubers do, because I feel like if a girl's not doing like beauty content, they just like to they're like, I need to bring her down. I need to bring her down.
That's how it is with everything.
Go do makeup, you slag.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
Make me a sandwich. Oh my god, literally.
Yeah, I feel like guys can be not. I feel like it can be girls on girls as well. I just feel like any girl that does something different. Like I know Becky, she was talking about in the podcast as well. She's like a girl that does like different types of content, and people somehow just can't like
take it.
Yeah,
weirdly. It's so stupid, but it's really sad that girls just like aren't allowed to do specific. We do it anyways, but like people just have to attack you. Yeah. But you were saying it's also girl on girl. I feel like the worst one is girl on girl. Like boys will be dicks, but like we expect
genre.
it.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
But girls expect it.
It's more toxic and like jealous type thing.
Yeah, no, because if a girl's being mean, it's mainly because of jealousy. Like it doesn't matter what, it's mainly because of jealousy. Like you see, like Madison Beer and stuff like that. They just get cancelled the fuck out for like potential lip filler. And then it's like everyone's like, oh my god, she's such a liar, and she's so peng anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Unbelievable.
But girls hate her and want to drag her down.
Well, do you know how old she is?
No.
Isn't she like 21? Like
same age as us.
That's okay for me.
She's old enough.
Why did you have to shout that?
Because I know what it is.
That's okay for. We didn't say it wasn't.
No, but what did you shout? Do you know how old she is? And I'm like, no. I'm 40 years old now. Is that what it is?
No, I was just saying as a genuine curiosity. I was like.
Did you think she was older?
I thought she was maybe like 24, 20. Yeah, 25. And then
this is how defensive you make me, because you talk about my age all the time. You don't even talk about that. I'm just around on age.
No, but I thought she was way older. I don't know if you.
No.
I was like, I was just be like 20, and she was like, I think she's. I seen on your face. You're February 99. I'm April 99. She's March 99.
Wow.
Well, Kylie Jenner's only 22 22 as well. I think she's 22.
1998.
I think she's 22
We've gone
or
through
23.
this. Everyone gets their success on their different timelines in life. It's all right. I still have time.
People do get upset about that, and that's a genuine message to a lot of people. Like people would be like, "Oh, Billie Eilish is only 18. Is she 19 now?
Yeah.
18, 19?
18.
And people are like, "Oh, she's so successful for her age. Why am I not like that?" And you go, "Yeah, but how many people in the world?"
Yeah, but she was also cultivated to be a star. Like
clearly,
not everyone gets that opportunity.
No, but I mean,
she's extremely talented.
In the sense of, look how common it is. How many other people her age are that famous and successful?
There's always that one star in the public anyway. It was Justin Bieber, and we've had like Shawn Mendes, all those kind of people. There's always one or something that.
Was Shawn Mendes that young?
Shawn Mendes was like 19, 18.
When he started?
No. When he like started to blow up. He was like 17,
I can't imagine being that famous from like the age of like 13, 14. Surely that fucks anyway.
Yeah,
you'd be dead. By the time you're 15.
I don't think I'd be able to handle that.
Well, me, did you say?
Yeah.
I'd be dead.
I'd probably have a lot of STIs, but you would be dead.
What?
Right.
I don't know.
What's the correlation?
Just
You know, it's fine.
shagging and death. It just is what it is.
I have a lot. What?
I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, we move on. I want to talk about what kind of content there is that you would like to start producing if you do return back to YouTube.
I mean, if I do my next YouTube video, which I want to do, and I've been saying I'll do it for ages, will obviously be about OnlyFans
Yes.
because I want to.
But when are you going to do that?
But
Ooh.
I always say like next week, but it never happens.
How are you going to do that?
What do you mean?
What? You like fucking like a.
No, because she's my friend.
So
like,
how?
How are you going to do that?
No, because you're my friend, and like, I want you to actually do the content. Like I would
Yeah.
always trying to push someone to do something, and you say next week. Yeah. But then I know I'll literally you'll be up until like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then you'll be like, I'm not going to film today
Yeah.
because I'll just play Valorant again.
You done that video with Freya,
Oh yeah, about OnlyFans.
and that
so-
was well received, wasn't it? That done quite well. For
Yeah,
her.
yeah. I
So-
did actually get quite a lot of messages from girls who were like saying thank you. I don't know,
Yeah, but
but I guess it's because I'm being honest about it,
Uh-huh.
so it helps them. But
well, there's definitely a market for that type of content for you to do it if it's done well for
Yeah.
her.
I think it really depends on the type of content because obviously YouTube, it's not a platform really to push sex work.
I
kind
mean,
of
yeah,
thing,
I did
but-
that video with Cal Freezy as well about OnlyFans, and I think that got demonetized pretty much straight away.
That doesn't surprise me though as well. It's not necessarily because of the content. It'll probably just be like what
Yeah.
it was straight away. But yeah, but when are you planning on doing it?
Next month,
Well,
December.
I told you
That is next week. That's next week. That is next week.
Do you live with anyone, or do you live by yourself?
I live with my boyfriend. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But did you move in like originally by yourself?
Oh yeah, I've lived by myself before that for like a year.
Because I'm not sure about you guys, but living by myself, that's nothing I could do.
Oh, I
Like,
loved it. I loved it.
Really?
Did you?
Yeah, but I didn't have a great family life. That's a bit of an understatement, but I didn't. Yeah, I
Daddy
didn't.
issues.
Not daddy issues, mummy issues.
He says with a daddy necklace. But I mean, like, like for example, I'd have to live with one of my friends, especially if it's YouTube. I feel like I'm sure none of us would be working as hard as we would if we didn't have people around
Someone
us.
to push
Yeah,
you.
100%. To be
Yeah.
fair, yeah.
I'm sure that would have helped me big time, but
That's
I
what
think
I'm
I was just
saying.
more excited to move out of my home and just like be able to chill.
Yeah.
I get that. So
I-
are you proper like
believe that.
introverted like that? You prefer just like being?
And not even.
Alone?
I just yeah.
I think it's not
needed
necessarily
to be.
introversion for you. It's more of like what you found a healthier space to be in. That's
Exactly.
really, which we spoke about that before. I just think it was quite good for you to get your own space. But regardless, like you're living nice. You're doing
Yeah,
quite well for
I'm
yourself.
happy,
But you just need to make yourself some YouTube content. I feel that's
Exactly.
got to be.
Do you
the
enjoy
thing.
streaming? Because
I
obviously
do.
you've been doing that.
I do, but I'm not really. The only thing I'm consistent with is OnlyFans. Like I'll do that like every day, but then everything else I'm like.
So that's
okay,
your true
I'll do it every day.
passion.
It is my true passion.
On the topic of that, why you've obviously went from YouTube to OnlyFans? When did the first thought about doing OnlyFans come?
Okay, so I used to get asked about it. I had a boyfriend, so my ex-boyfriend, like 2 years or a year ago. When I was with him, people would always message me because OnlyFans had just become quite a big thing then, and they're like, "Oh my god, do it!" And I was like, "Ew, that's disgusting. Like, why would I do that? I've got a boyfriend." But as soon as we broke up, I was like, "Oh
She's
shit!"
like freedom.
No, because I've always been interested in that kind of stuff. I am quite like a sexually minded person as it is. So when we broke up, I was like really down. I was really down after that breakup because I was still at home, so I still had a bad family life,
Yeah.
and then I just lost him, and I was just really, really bad. But then I had that idea, and it's the only thing that made me be like, oh shit, okay, yeah.
I just want to say one thing quickly. Like you've managed to make a really good success from the OnlyFans stuff, right? Can you just tell us, how many cars you've bought?
I think it's in my-
Sorry.
No,
Um,
I just want to say how many cars have you bought?
I've bought 3.
Oh, you've bought 3. What cars did you buy?
Okay, so it's really weird. I bought a van because I was gonna go travelling, and then I decided to move to London.
You mean like a
instead.
camper van?
Yeah, it's like a big camper van, and it was really nice. But like, I don't know why I thought I could drive that because it's like 1999, so it's proper
So
like old
sexy, though.
shit.
So
Yeah,
sexy.
it was.
I
Did you see
respect
it?
it.
Did you see it?
No, I've seen those cars, but I
Okay,
really
okay.
want one.
But it was really cool. But then a week later, I bought a Mini. Because I wanted to learn to drive in that because I don't
One
have
of the
a
big
driving
ones or
license.
small ones?
The small ones,
Uh-huh.
but I don't even have a driving license yet, so I just.
Don't.
And
I
then,
know.
so that's what we're going on to.
1999 van.
What was that all 3 of them?
No. And then I bought a Jeep, which was my dream car.
Yeah.
Jeeps are nice.
I love them. I want to like matte it out. Like,
It'd be
matte
so
black
gorgeous.
So you're a learner
big
driver
wheels.
as of now.
So you are a
Holy
learner
shit,
driver,
really
right?
sick.
So you're a learner driver. You got a green license. Little
Oh,
green
I
provisional?
have a provisional.
Have you done lessons?
I've done like 14 lessons. Like I know how to drive.
You
I
know
just
how to
don't
drive.
have it, which is so stupid because like why would you buy a
So
car?
have you planned like what insurance you're going to go with when you pass your test?
What do you mean?
Well,
that's a good point. That's a good
we've
point.
you've come to the right place. You've come to the right place. Would you like to say this week?
Well, I feel like you're saying you're like, I mentioned insurance, and you're like, Well, we've got a brilliant news for you because this podcast is sponsored by the one and only Aging Flux that specialise in not only young drivers but learner drivers.
Brilliant.
So say thank you to our sponsors, Aging Flux. And thank you for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. And just like every single OnlyFans model, they need to insure themselves, protect themselves. That's their tempo, their livelihood.
Exactly, mate, if an OnlyFans person's in a car crash, what's going to happen? They need to get insurance.
I mean, unless you're into, amputee fetish.
Anyway, if you do want to get your car insurance policy down, you need to click the first link in the description because where does that lead you, Lewis?
It leads you to the wonderful sponsor that is Adrian Flux.
Yes, and they have loads of policies for learner drivers. We say this every time and I feel like it's not getting through to you. Black box policies. They've got a big stigma around them, but you said yourself, how much did
Exactly.
they take off your car insurance?
Literally almost halved it. And like I said, this is a insurance that specialises in learner and young drivers. And I know that's our demographic, so it's the perfect place to go.
Exactly. So all you need to do right now for free is just click the link in the description.
That's literally all we need to do.
You've got nothing to lose. You might as well just try. You know what I mean? Click it now to save money on your next car insurance.
Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Thank you very much for Agent Flux for sponsoring this podcast again. Now, Kirsty, when was it exactly that you started OnlyFans?
I started last August at the very end, so it's only been a year and a bit, really.
Oh, was it successful from the start?
Yeah. Because
What was it, Kirsty?
yeah, it was because obviously I came from like Joel and like Sidemen people, so it's all my demographic was 95% male.
On every platform.
From
That
day
is
one.
so ideal for
that-
OnlyFans.
yeah, that
You'd be like,
is.
oh, fuck
Exactly,
money.
from
bag
day
season.
one. So they always were sexual anyways because obviously, but think about it,
Men are
it's
pigs.
Joel. Joel would do strip FIFA. I was
Yeah.
his sister that they wanted to
Possibly the most
see
horny demographic
strip.
ever.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Unbelievable
100%.
things.
But yeah, and then after a couple years of me saying no, I was like, oh, actually, I could make some money
Let
out
me get
of
my
it.
baps out
Because
for some
I find
coins.
it, I
That'd be
find it,
great.
Right.
exactly.
What? No,
I
yeah.
find it fun
I respect-
anyways.
I love that for you.
I find it fun anyways, like,
Being naked.
yeah.
Me too.
Like obviously, I'm not subscribed or anything, but like, what type of content is it you do on there?
I'm not as crazy as a lot of people. Like
Not
some
Bob's and
people,
Vagine, just Bob's.
I'm not like Belle Delphine.
Oh no,
Not
yeah,
the
you're
same.
not like that. We were
Yeah.
watching that stuff the other day. We were just like,
Yeah.
I always feel like there's so many. I feel like not that I've once again subscribed to anyone's OnlyFans, but I always feel like there's like not an in between. It's either tame or like fucking crazy.
can actually
yeah,
pile
I
drive
mean-
by a dragon dildo.
All right, Game of Thrones.
It's not that I'm tame, but I'm not like.
There's a little bit
doing
of
shit
spice.
There's,
A little bit
it's
like-
spicy,
you're like-
but I'm not like I don't do things to myself. You know what I mean on videos.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
The
But-
worst thing, when I subscribed to Trisha Paytas, and
Bargain, must I say?
for a $5, right, I was highly impressed. One video was there was a pizza delivery guy brought the pizza. There was a hole in the pizza, penis through it, and Trisha
Ooh.
Paytas was sucking the penis off for a $5.
Whose cock was it?
He was from Domino's. Didn't catch his
He was
name.
actually from Domino's.
Yeah, he was from-
It was probably her
Domino's.
boyfriend. She,
She got a boyfriend?
I think.
Again?
I think,
Another one? Who? I thought it was the old guy, and
I
then they
don't
broke
know.
up. The guy
Oh,
who did the Vlog
Jason
Squad.
Nash.
Yeah, that's the guy. I love him.
That
so
was
funny.
that was
Then
a
they
long
broke
time
up.
ago.
That was
Great Domino's employee.
I remember when I seen what's it called?
That stuffed crust.
Nick Ricardo's avocados. The picture of his willy will never leave my head because it was like a salt shaker. Like it goes like that, like a little triangle. It's like a pyramid.
Yeah, it's.
It goes
interesting.
like. Does it start off? I think it starts off thin, then goes thick. It's really funny.
like a pyramid
got
scheme
hemorrhoid
of
on
cock.
it.
He's got
Yeah.
hemorrhoids.
Have you looked at his OnlyFans? Or have you just searched for his names? Because I have, and
The only reason why I
it's
seen
brilliant.
the only reason why I seen it is because someone made a video reacting to his OnlyFans and showed me it beforehand, but he didn't blur anything, like when they were showing me, and I was like, oh, right, that's what his dick looks like.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't subscribed to it. It's big bussy, yeah.
He does not feet.
What was funny about it?
About Nikocado
Yeah,
Avocado.
what was your favourite?
How extreme he goes, I think. It was very unexpected.
Yeah.
What was the most extreme thing you've seen?
Oh, it was just like him in like doggy position, it's just his arsehole.
Eh?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's one where he sticks a cucumber in his arse.
Who is this Don?
Nikocado Avocado.
I've heard the name.
Anyway,
I don't know.
You don't know
Give him a
anyone.
shout.
swear
No,
to
I
God.
really don't. I don't care. But it's interesting. But it's just not for me.
Yeah,
I don't want to see avocados
he's having
in people's
fun.
bum. No.
He's having fun. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
to take it back to you,
Yeah.
we're not scared of people's opinion.
Reactions.
Yeah, was that a thing that?
Oh, of course, yeah. Because I started it because I saw Millie T. I saw her do a video of I did OnlyFans for a month and this is how much I made, and I was like, oh shit, okay.
How much did she make in a
I think she made 10 grand.
And it was just bikini pics, wasn't it? I swear.
Literally, she just had some bikini pictures and that's it.
I wish I
but
had
she
tits.
still made, yeah.
I just do in general. Sorry, no relevance.
But she made 10 grand of it, and I was like, okay, good idea. I could just say it's for a YouTube video, and if it does well, then I
you were
will
saying
carry
that's how
on.
you were saying that's how. Did you have
That's how
every
I started.
intention to actually do it, or were you just I'm just going to try it for a month?
No. I was like, I'm just going to try it, see if it works. If it works, I'll do it for as long as it works.
If it
And it
doesn't,
worked.
it was just for a YouTube
But
video.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then it did work.
And it did work.
And how much did you make in your first month?
For the first month, which was only 2 weeks because it was the end of the month, I made 30 grand.
Shut
In dollars, in dollars.
All right, guys, gonna get going.
Lewis is getting his wang out.
No, but my next video is OnlyFans video with Lauren.
Lauren, yeah.
I'm just gonna get my dick out if that's the type of money.
Can I hold it and get a share of the revenue?
Get shit of his dick at the same
Get
time.
five
But
bucks.
I'll take my piece.
You only
Right?
need a couple of fingers.
Yeah.
one on either side.
Yeah.
No, 30 fucking
Yeah.
grand
I
in
know,
dollars.
yeah. So then I was like, oh, okay, it worked. I don't have to say it's a YouTube video.
And what kind of content were you doing at first?
I was literally tame as hell. I was
Yeah.
doing bikini or underwear, and then dresses, just things that looked nice.
Yeah.
But then I did a couple months later, I started taking it more seriously.
I was going to ask, so obviously to retain audience, OnlyFans is a subscription, people renew, they don't renew. Do you find yourself making more, I won't say extreme, because you've said that, but in that develop of content from when you first started, basically, you're not just doing the bikini stuff anymore.
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't change it for them. I just did it when I was ready. So if I wanted to do more exclusive things, then I just did. But people do lose interest if you don't. So for the first couple of months, I got quite a lot of subs, and then I lost half of them because it was just bikinis and shit, which most girls have that on Instagram anyway. So
and you were time to take up a notch.
Yeah,
into third gear.
When I was ready, I was.
But here we go. Here's a cucumber.
Oh.
No. The face.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
So when you make that type of money, is people's opinions, is that just who, I don't care what anyone says?
Oh yeah, at this point now, yeah. But at first when I started, I was terrified for mutuals, just people that I speak to here and there, and friends obviously and family. But I was so scared for their reactions because if it's going to go one or the other way, they're going to be like, oh, that's sick, I rate you because you're doing what you want, or it's them just judging me and being like, oh wow, she's really got nothing else to do.
Well, that's the first hurdle, I think, with everyone starting OnlyFans, isn't it?
Yeah.
About people's opinions.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have issues with leaks? Because I know that there's websites
Yeah.
forums like Nudo Star and stuff like that where they're...
Yeah, shout out the
Fucking
shout out
hell.
the
Hey,
link.
you fucking just plug them, why not?
No, because...
I think it's called Noodle Star for some reason.
No, because I'll say outright my opinions on it. I think that they're disgusting because...
Oh, what I do?
Well, OnlyFans get us all disgusting. Wow. Cancelled.
I don't think
Put the
you think
fucking camera on me right now. No, that is not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that these forums where they leak these people's content are gross because... if you're doing something, it's number one, it's sex work, yeah? To what degree you go to, whatever, it's how it's classified. These people are, regardless what they're doing, it's their profession. Sometimes it's a part-time thing, sometimes a full-time thing, and your livelihood can be potentially affected by that. And also some things are private, you know?
Yeah.
And if someone's leaking your content, then that means that people are getting that stuff for free. It's theft.
Exactly,
It's theft
like,
of content.
I
Like, surely you
don't-
must get that.
I do get that. I get loads of leaks, but I pay someone monthly to get everything deleted, and he does that really well.
Oh, really?
Which, which is really good.
It's like extortion. It's like, pay me and I'll get rid of your leaks.
At first, the leaks was like terrifying because when you know that everyone can see it, it's just like, oh, have I just done that? And now people are just going to spread it everywhere, so I'm not even going to make money off it now. Like, everyone's going to unsubscribe and just get it for free. But after I got over that, I didn't really care because, I mean, people are going to leak things anyways, so there's not much you can do about it.
Just Virgin though, it's Virgin stuff. I don't like it. I think if you're gonna if you're gonna want to see something, it's like having that stuff accessible for free is just it's seedy kind of shit.
Well, it's not even really legal to post it because it's private content,
It's
and when you
definitely-
pay
it is
for
illegal,
it,
though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why Reddit stuff gets taken down because it goes against policies. But
Uh-huh.
nudo stars, like, they're based in like another country or something.
What was have their own like law and shit?
No, but like. I'm just gonna. You know how like if you commit a crime in one country, like extradition laws, sometimes you
Is
can.
that based on Jeffrey Epstein's Island by any chance?
No, but like UK and US laws and stuff, they can't enforce their policies to them because they're based in another country or something.
It's like when people in the US go to Canada and then they have like this big fight.
Precisely, yeah.
Or was it Mexico? I don't know. One of them.
So regardless of leaks, I can understand that might have like an effect on what you get. I kind of want to take it like, if you are going to take it back to like the OnlyFans thing, what was your highest earning month? Hit me.
So my highest was my birthday month, which was February.
Did you have a picture of the cake? Was it
Oh,
wholesome?
I thought I was asking to see the pictures.
Different type of cake it
Yeah.
was, Charlie.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, go on.
I made, because it was my birthday month, I just kept posting about it all over like all my other social medias, like getting everyone excited, being like, oh, it'll be a big thing on my birthday, which it was. I like posted like a fully like topless picture. And then for that month I made 115,000.
My driller.
I love that.
My driller.
My killie.
Also, just a bit off topic. Respect for telling me that, because not many people would tell how much you earned.
I mean, if I was that, I know it's probably annoying for people to hear that struggle with like work and stuff like I did before, but I mean, I don't work hard necessarily. Like, if you think about what people do for their money, I don't feel like
Work smart, not hard.
Yeah.
I think
But
that's.
I don't feel like it's my place to be like, oh, I'm not going to tell anyone because I don't work my arse off. Does that make sense?
I know
You know what? You know
Well,
what I'm trying to
technically,
say.
you work your arse off.
I do work my arse. Yeah.
I think what I kind of find quite admirable about that though is that you understand where there's a market. It's a trait clearly from you saw an opportunity with the YouTube stuff, you jumped on it. That's something which, credit to you, good job. Not such a good job on the consistency, but I'm not one to talk. But you see something, you start the streams, you then head over to OnlyFans, and there's like a development of where you can see opportunities arise. Just because you didn't necessarily go to university to study a degree to do something like that, which is like the typical linear approach of hard work to earn a lot of money with no guarantee. If you see something, it's like, why not? Because most people would.
Exactly.
You know, you had a platform already, and if the girls who have platforms already and start doing the OnlyFans thing create a lot of revenue, usually speaking. But I think that's also kind of like not a sad thing or a dangerous thing. It's just where people don't have platforms have to work a lot harder for that.
Yeah.
Like you see like people on OnlyFans, like you had a platform already. So people who are like from Joel's channel want to see you like that because they're pretty much doing it already on the comment section of YouTube channels. Whereas a regular girl will be like, oh my God, hearing you, I made this on my highest month. In my first month, I made this much. So they're like, go on then, and then they get £15.50 from Gary down the road. You know, it's just like fuck.
The worst part about that is they will still have a job that if their pictures get out, they will get fired. So people always ask me about it. They're always like, oh, I want to do it, but like this and this, and I'm like, you have to realise like if it doesn't work, you can get screwed over. But with that, your pictures will be there forever if they're leaked.
Weird question, but do you actually have your face in the pics mostly? Because if it was me, I wouldn't, just so in case stuff like that happens.
Lewis's belly, a skirt, and his dick hanging out the bottom.
Yeah, just in case anything did like that happened, and I did have to get.
I think you either have to own it or you don't.
But I wouldn't put my face in it. I don't think.
No.
If it was something like quite crude, like fully nude, I wouldn't have my face in it.
I would.
For like half of the time I didn't. Like sometimes I had my face, but like if it was like extreme stuff I wouldn't, like you're saying. But more recently now I don't care because I mean they know it's me now, so having my face in it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think a lot of people, that's what I see on Twitter, people who, I don't know if it's jealous or whatever, their biggest concern with OnlyFans is like after you stop whether you're going to get a job. But I don't know about you, but I don't think, if you're someone like you who's been really successful on it, for a business, I feel like that's good because it shows that you've excelled in something, rather than, if you look at it base, it's naked photos, but you've obviously had to have worked hard to get to in a position where you're in the top 1%, rather than, do you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
Whereas I feel like on the other end of the spectrum, the £15 people, that's where it's
£15
harder.
people.
Yeah.
50
Fuck. But the £15 people.
But do you know what I mean? I think
100%.
it's not as appealing to employers, like if they do find out about a thing. I don't know, do you think?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Do you think it'll affect like job opportunities though?
For me, if I stopped, or just for like people with the £15 people.
Both?
For me, no, I don't. I think if you're on the internet, like people do so much shit anyways. Like clickbait can be as intense, kind of sometimes. If you know. What I mean.
And let's not forget racist, homophobic tweets as well. You know, that kind of stuff. There's loads of ways you can get in trouble via social media.
Oh, okay.
So no, I don't think it's a massive problem, and especially if you're going to a business and being like, I managed to make, like, this is just a figure, I managed to become a millionaire by myself. People are not going to be like, ew, disgusting, and be like, oh, fucking fair play.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
Of thing. Yeah.
I kind of want to ask you, Kirsty, then, for people, necessarily, some girls could have a platform, some might not, but if anyone who is watching this, what would be your advice for someone who's considering starting it? Like, not necessarily like I'm going to go into it, but considering.
It's easy for me here because, like, I get a load of people asking that. But in reality, if you aren't mentally already quite a sexual person, it's such a bad idea to do it, because if they, like with leaks, if someone gets their contents leaked, it can mess them up so bad afterwards, because they're like, oh my God, my picture's online, my family are going to see it, I regret it so much, and then they can fall into really bad depression. For me, I had really bad depression for like years, and then I did it, and now I'm like the best I've ever been. So it did that's what I mean, it did the complete opposite, because I am mentally sexual.
Mentally sexual?
Yeah, no, you know
I'm
what
a
I'm
mental
saying.
sexual.
You know what I'm saying? But then
Yeah.
people that aren't, that's just going to mess them up. So my advice to them is like, do not do it if you actually don't have that kind of brain. If you're just doing it for the money, like
At
really
least be sexual.
Like
at least
really
enjoy
consider it. If you're like, if you are scared of people leaking it, then don't go near it.
Yeah, because
hard.
that was a question I was going to ask you. The impact that it has working in that kind of OnlyFans thing, because you said that can literally, tomorrow you could wake up and you could have every photo leaked.
Yeah, it happens.
Is it not like anxiety with like doing OnlyFans mental? Or is it alright?
For me, no, not anymore.
Not
Not
you past
anymore.
that point of...
For the first month, like when it did start leaking, yeah. But then as soon as I found someone who got stuff deleted and I got over it and I didn't care if people saw it for free, no. But that's what I mean. People that do care about that stuff and they do it, that can scar them for years.
How far do you see your content going in general?
What do you mean?
As in, so there's the beginning of OnlyFans, there's the development to where you are right now. Do you see yourself continuing? Because I know people set like a boundary, they say, no, I'm never going to do this. How far would you go?
Do you mean with my content? Like, what would I do on it? I don't know. I really don't know.
It's just something where you just like leave it until
I feel a certain way. Exactly. Like,
Okay.
like I said, like I started in dresses and now I'm like
Bobs.
pretty much naked. Yeah.
Bobs.
But I
Bob's
think
no
it's just
veggie.
I can't imagine myself doing like intense things like toys and everything that most people do on it. I just don't know. But it could happen. It depends.
Even if you know, I know that some people I think has and also Eleanor Bateman, they did like sex toy reviews and stuff like that. That could be something which we might be don't have to obviously show anything, but and also those two people don't do that kind of content anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's tapping into different kinds of markets, whatever, like kind of stuff. I don't think that
TripAdvisor reviews on sex toys.
quite literally like, but it's for YouTube content that they do that, so they get paid for that. So that's something like I guess it's just not been like just people like find different avenues to move down. It's interesting to see like where you can see your content potentially going if that's ways you want to do. But is OnlyFans something that you want to do for like a long period of time? Or whatever?
I will rinse it until it falls. Yeah.
Good on you. Good on you.
I think that's the same with every YouTuber as well.
But there's so much you can go with it. Like you could release like I'm thinking
a diss track.
No,
sorry.
Like Belle Delphine, like how she releases the condoms, the controllers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
fucking bath water.
Yeah, like controllers and all that sort of thing. There's so much like external revenue streams you can get from OnlyFans, not just the photos, which I don't think people realise like how much money's actually in it externally.
Mental.
Do you get any weird requests like that? To
Yeah,
have like your
loads.
water? Have you ever do it like water, buying underwear, shit like that?
But buying
definitely,
underwear.
100% that. I feel that's most
yeah.
girls' normal Instagram DMs.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
What's your
I get
weirdest one?
weird ones. I've told you this one, but I had this person ask me to like. Well, bear in mind, I've told you what I kind of do, and I haven't gone that far. This guy asked me. He paid me first. He paid me £60 without me even confirming anything. And he was like, "All right, I've paid you. Can you spread your pussy on a video and then film it up close and like start twerking and stuff?" And yeah.
And that's the
And
intro.
then I was
Charlie, we've told you, get off the internet.
Fuck, man, I'm just so frustrated.
But then obviously I was like, I don't do that. And then he's like, oh, okay. And then I still have the 60 quid.
For 60 quid, he's expecting
I know.
that.
I charge like, well, for that I would charge so much more. As it is,
How
like
much should you be
60 quid.
charging just for something like that?
So do you do customs anyway?
I do. Not as often, but
Okay.
I feel like that's
it depends.
I feel like that's quite normal, like just not normal, but it's like obviously it's still like sexually orientated. It's quite a normal thing. But have you ever had anything like weird, like very weird, like
shit in a box and send it to me?
or like
Oh,
a
I've
like
not seen
fucking?
anything
That's
like
not me being weird, but I promise you, that's not me being weird.
Whatever
Like,
you want.
yeah. No, that's not me being weird. I've seen people ask for that before.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, not really. People offer me like loads of money for my best night ever, they say.
Huh?
To fuck me.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's not mad. Like,
What's the most that someone's offered?
but they
to
try and claim that they're going to be the best I've ever had.
Oh,
and
they always
stuff,
do. They
so
always do.
it's interesting.
That's why I always say I'm all.
I always feel like the
Because
people
then I'm
that
fucking great.
that brag about like that kind of thing are often like probably with the tiniest penis.
The worst.
Yeah. But the thing is, you downplay yourself, you always perform, because even if you are shit, at least it's not as bad as what you say you were. But if you say I'm the best, they're literally be like, I'm gonna be on cloud 9, like
you put pressure
legs,
on
limbs
yourself.
flying all over the gap, and then you just like 30 seconds, you're like,
Yeah, if you
you're like, it's game over.
if you see you've got a tiny penis, it's literally up from there.
Dude, I'll be like, listen, I got a small willy, and then they're like, wow, you're huge, because I'm just so average, and it's just great. It's so great. I've got 1 inch, lads, and then it's like,
Is that
2,
average?
wow, 2 inches, huge. Big boy. Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting so passionate about this.
Just
Just
tips
tips.
tip for guys: don't play
The tip.
yourself.
Yeah.
Quite literally the tip. The tip. I
Um,
think there's quite any more questions on that?
Well,
The OnlyFans
I was
thing? feel
I
like
was
there's
going
more
back to
develop
what
on.
you were saying. Do you know how you were? Charlotte was like, "Oh, what advice would you give to someone?" Would I be right in saying, like, for example, when people ask me, obviously it's not necessarily the same. I don't get my dick out on YouTube, but when people say, like,
not.
"Have you got any tips for YouTube?" I say, like, don't do it for the money. Do it because you actually want to do
Yeah.
it. So would you say the same? For, like, is it the same principle for OnlyFans, just on a more extreme scale? Like, do
That's
it.
what I was trying
do it because-
to
yeah.
kind of say, but then obviously a lot of it is for the money, because
Yeah.
I mean it is for the money.
Yeah, but at least enjoy
at
it
least
somewhat.
enjoy it and be mentally that way.
Well,
Yeah. Do you know what I mean by mentally?
Yeah,
that? Yeah,
of course,
okay,
of course.
Cool.
Well,
Okay.
I'm for my video, I'm kind of thinking of going fully nude.
Right.
Come
So-
on, let me take your pictures.
No, but I'm thinking.
Your actual willy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the
get-
Yeah,
internet.
fuck it.
Yeah.
Honestly, do it.
No,
Right.
But
I want to see
I'm-
your cock.
I'm-
You've
because
seen
if
mine,
I-
lad. You've seen mine.
if you regarding the word tip, what is the biggest tip that you give? Sound like I'm talking to girlfriend
sorry,
again.
wait, you talking about money tip or?
No,
or-
like
Sound like you're
OnlyFans
gonna
tip.
offend with
OnlyFans
Okay.
tip.
Sound like a kid
So
with a
my
strap
tip
on.
would be, for your profile, you have. Do you know about OnlyFans anyway? Like in
Oh,
general?
wait, knows nothing about it.
So-
I'm not
so-
Trisha Peterson.
you can have people pay to subscribe to you, so you could like put a price for them to subscribe, and then you can also make them pay for the image once they subscribe. So it's 2 prices.
How
What
much
the
is
best-
yours?
Mine's 20 a month.
Oh yeah, my goodness.
Wait, because doesn't
Yeah.
Back season, baby. That's fucking mental.
doesn't Tana? It's free for our OnlyFans, but you have to pay for
charges,
photos.
but she charges a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I might go down that route.
What, free for the subscription?
Yeah.
I'm so
Okay,
concerned
yeah.
with this, actually. I feel I'm just going to walk out onto the balcony.
It's
like,
just him now.
and
I
it's
can't
just
believe-
like Cam just dangling from the balcony with Willie hanging out.
But I just don't care.
Well, if you do, that's
me
what I'm
too,
like.
man. But why do you always flinch when I walk around naked?
But I don't want to see someone else's, todger. But mine, it's fine.
Well, my Todger's great. What do you mean?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, great.
I
Don't know where you want to
walked-
go with that.
I
you're
walked
actually-
out naked yesterday, and they both of them were just.
Because I don't want to see your fucking dick.
Not when I'm eating me fucking cornflakes.
It's a willy, man. It's part of the body. It's just. Why?
All
Okay,
right,
move on
okay.
anyway. So I'm gonna drink.
So you're actually planning on getting your full out dick on OnlyFans?
For this fit, well,
Oh, for a video.
And it'd be like, this
If I'm
video is
gonna
brought to you
make-
by
if I'm-
Adrian Flux.
get your penis insured today.
So you're happy with
Possible.
Cam Kirkham dick being a Google search away?
If you're happy with that, then
Google
do
such
it.
a way.
Well, literally, like that's like what you're saying about leaks. It happens.
Yeah.
Like just type in their name, nude, Google
It's
images.
something to
it's there.
consider, lad. Maybe do one in speedos first and just
I
ease
feel like
yourself
you've already
in.
thought about it though, and I feel like you've already.
It seems
I
like he's
can,
made
I
his
can
mind.
see it. I can sense it.
Mm.
He's already confirmed that he would do it.
Right, well, someone's confident to get a dick at online.
I would. Well, what's the worst that someone says? It's small. Oh well, sorry, I'm just fucking gonna kill myself. I don't
Right.
care.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
do it then.
And you'll make like so much money just from
How much?
just
Killing
from
yourself?
that.
How much you think?
I don't know. Okay. How much people do you think would buy it?
Well, I've never ever released something that people can buy.
I think
Okay.
most people have seen me naked anyway.
It's
so
the
I
first
don't think
thing
I'll
people
get
could buy.
What, a dick pic is the first piece of merch you ever release? Printed on a t-shirt.
Well, considering it's going to be a full naked thing, I think a lot of people will buy it. So it depends how much you set the price.
The goal is I want people to react to it on YouTube. I want to see people's
What?
reactions to it.
So then more people buy
Why does
it.
he always think about the clips? He's always like, clips. Yeah, who's going to react to it?
It's
Hooey,
smart,
hooey,
it's
hooey.
smart.
I don't think I could do like funny pics, but be like a serious. Oh guys, here's
I
my
thought you said- I
fucking.
thought you said
No,
fun
I'm
rate
pics
my
and
fucking
funny
dick,
pics.
guys.
No, I'm gonna do it funny. I'm not gonna fucking just got out the bath.
Yeah,
No.
just go the bar. It's like, way. It's always going to be the low angle right underneath, just one with your head just
Like,
in there.
what are you gonna do? Like just.
Yeah, what
like,
are
spread
you
your
gonna do
legs and
then?
just
Well,
lean over.
by the time this goes out, the video will be out. It's Lauren's gonna like create 3 scenarios, like funny scenarios where I have to like beat them for the photos.
I'm sure your girlfriend's gonna love this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think it's a great thing, Cam, and I think you should probably do that. But if we're going to tail it back to like OnlyFans, your content production, I think I kind of want to know, what kind of opportunities have arisen from OnlyFans, like what possibility to like move around
Oh,
the
okay.
world, do stuff like that.
Well,
not
yeah,
like
yeah.
weird stuff, but I mean, yeah.
I mean, nothing between like brands or anything like that. Nothing like that. So it's not like getting big on YouTube where brands start hitting you up. But
Does no one
with-
hit you up for that kind of stuff?
I mean, no,
Like-
because how can brands necessarily see that you post specific things? Do you know what I mean? 'Cause unless they buy it, but I don't think like.
I know a couple of people have been approached by Manscaped, like people.
What?
Like
So she's going to use
Oh,
her
wait,
ball
oh,
trimmer
wait.
3000
No,
on
like
her
like
nuts?
girls have been approached. Girls like.
Well,
I've never seen
they
a female.
actually. The one thing is, you know, Babe Station. They did DM me on Twitter, and they were like, "Oh, we want you on for a segment and stuff."
Christ.
But I didn't reply.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
um,
I'm not surprised by that. What about like?
But travel and stuff,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
obviously being able to move out, finally, like that's all I wanted
Yeah,
for years.
that's all I ever
Um,
wanted. Sorry.
Yeah, but I wanted that for years. And then obviously just, I mean, people say money doesn't bring you happiness, but it really does. Like if you are mentally happy, it really does.
Yeah, I mean, it can't cure like sadness.
It can't cure.
But
No, definitely.
I always
not.
the way I see it is if I'm financially comfortable, because I feel like if I'm in a mentally stable place, I can do more. So
That's
it gives
what
me
I
more
mean.
freedom and flexibility to be
Yeah,
like.
money gives you freedom, not happiness. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah,
but freedom does
But
give me
But then
happiness.
freedom was what I needed for my happiness, so that's why
Yeah.
for me money did
Okay,
make me
sure.
happy.
I feel like I resonate a lot.
Yeah,
with
that makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Because I think money, like, I don't know, you might be to see a figure on your bank and you're happy, but I feel like it's the opportunities it creates.
Exactly.
So, like, holidays.
That's what I mean. So
Like,
you just went to Brazil, right?
Yeah, I did. It was really nice. My sister lives there.
Whereabouts in Brazil?
Rio.
Can you give us
Oh.
your sister's address? No, I'm joking. It's fine. Yeah, how was that?
It was really good.
So
It was
you-
I've been
nice.
told Brazil's quite rough, as in like people are surprised when they go there by how rough it is.
It's a bit creepy, yeah. Like the homeless people, they dress up as clowns, and when you're driving down the street, they like dance in front of your car, then ask for money, and it's really creepy. Like you just feel really uncomfortable, and apparently there's always gunshots and stuff.
There's
but I
loads of
didn't hear any.
gangs,
But
loads
on the
of
way
gangs.
to the airport, we did, because then the Uber driver was like, "Oh, that was gunshots." And we're like, "Oh my god!" But it's just weird to
It
be able
is
to
quite-
hear that in the background, just on the street. Like, how is that?
Peckham.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still feel like I hear that in London. Sometimes when I'm just like,
Yeah,
chilling
'cause
about
you
it,
probably
just
do hear that in
you just
London,
hear,
but-
"Doo."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doom.
There was a gun. There was a gunshots and stuff at my hometown like a couple of years ago. But
In
like,
the end.
no, but it was a nice area. But someone got shotgunned.
In the ends of
it was a shotgun.
shit.
But, yeah, the drug deal gone wrong. But
my God.
yeah, a bit mental. But yeah, obviously it's more common out there. But say for example, you next year restrictions and stuff. You obviously have the flexibility to be able to go wherever you want. Where would the next destination be for whatever you fancy?
Okay, I've always wanted to go to South Africa.
Oh,
Just-
Another
just-
dodgy place.
Because there's,
Yeah,
loads, there's
yeah.
loads of sharks. I want to go there because there's loads of sharks.
You like sharks?
I love
Right.
sharks.
Okay.
I'm scared of sharks.
I love them.
No,
They're
no, no.
everywhere in
Big
South
time.
Africa.
Yeah, I know. They can just out here to eat
Jeez.
people.
No,
So,
it's
South
just-
Africa, whereabouts? Cape Town.
I honestly don't know.
Okay,
Just like
South
for like
Africa.
safaris and like just to see, because it's obviously going to be so different.
Uh-huh.
Climb up
like-
Table Mountain. There's the mountain
Oh,
in
the
South Africa
big-
is called Table Mountain,
Yeah.
and the reason why that is because the clouds are like right in the peaks. So it looks like a table. It's quite cool.
Is it like, are you interested by different like cultures and stuff like that? Is that the reason why?
Yeah, I say I want to go to different culture places, but then I have quite bad anxiety in situations, so it does trigger it. Like Rio, I loved it, but I was really
Just in the
scared
hotel.
at the same time, just because of small things.
Yeah.
Well,
Clowns.
and
Fuck.
and my sister was saying to us, oh, you can't have your phone out at any point. Like when you go to the beach, you can't leave your phone anywhere, even if there's loads of people. It's just like you constantly have to be worried.
On
Like
edge.
if we got our phone out to look at the maps while we're walking, there would be someone that'd come over and be like, do you have any money? Do you have any money? And then you have to put your phone away and like walk off really quickly because they can snatch it.
Yeah, fuck that for a laugh. I can't be asked for that.
Yeah, it was. It's definitely. I can't imagine myself
That
living
happened
there.
to me in Morocco. I was walking through the Medina, and these little kids came up to me like, "We show you where to go," and I'm like, "I've literally got on Google Maps, lad." And
Show
then they
you
was like,
where
"We
to
show you
go."
where to go," and I was like, "No, mate, I'm just walking." And I was literally walking the
So
exact same
is
direction.
that when they take you down an alleyway and then get
Yeah.
someone to jump you?
No.
Yeah.
To be fair, they didn't do that. They're little kids that cave their head in, but they were literally unless someone else bigger comes on.
That's what they do. They
The
get
ends,
so
fam.
the people that are like the gang members. They get kids because kids are innocent. So they get the kids.
Exactly.
The kids will drag you down an alleyway.
Regardless,
then they'll
Lewis,
trap you.
yeah,
That's
It's
okay,
like-
literally
I don't
what
want to think about
happens.
what could have happened. What happened was that they led me to my hotel, which I already knew because I had it on Google Maps. They were like, "Give money," and I'm like, "Fuck off!" And then they
I want to
started
see what
shouting
they
at me.
do. Like I remember, I got stopped and the guy was like, "Let me give you a bracelet." I went, "All right, okay."
But that's the
so
one
he's giving
bad
me a
thing, though.
bracelet,
And now
and
you
I'm
have
looking
to pay.
around. I'm like, I just want to see what he does.
But
I'm
like for me, like it's I love
Bad
culture
thing.
and I love traveling and stuff like that. But people who just want like basic like they just see you and they want money. Oh, it pisses me right off. I get
welcome
angry
to
at people.
poverty, Charlie.
No,
That's how
no,
they get money.
No, but I would not wish poverty on anyone. But like, don't see me as a bit of money. Have a chat with me first or something, and then I'll be like, yeah, here's a
Buy
couple
you
of
a
money.
drink or something.
Well, they can't buy me a drink, Ham. They've got no fucking money, lad. But I mean, yeah, regardless,
it happens.
wholesome people I can deal
I'd
with.
be sat in a restaurant and like kids, like small, like 3-4-year-old kids come in and ask you for money, like right on the end of your table, like just
That's so
asking,
sad, though.
asking for money and food, and it is really sad. But then you see their mum just outside waiting for them,
And that
then,
pisses me off.
No, I bring up the story because when they went outside after doing what they did, getting money, the mum just like had a empty water bottle, just whacked them on the head, and they just walked off as if it was nothing. And like, it's really
Boink.
weird, but that's how it is there. It's just,
Yeah.
it's quite
It's
scary.
hard
but then
to-
it's
it's hard to-
beautiful because it's in a
yeah.
rainforest. Like it's
Oh, I think
the
it's
streets are in
poverty's
the
just
rain.
beautiful. Just like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's so lovely. No.
I love seeing people
I do find that kind of stuff very bizarre because when you look at like different cultures and stuff, like whilst there's the good and the bad of every single culture, not even just like removing that, there's good and stuff, but good and bad stuff about England.
You ever
and
seen places like
everything.
Mumbai, where like half the city's loaded and half the city's just poor?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
from a bird's eye view, it's
Wow.
like terrifying to
Yeah,
look at.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
Jeez.
slums
It's
on one. That's what they're called, the slums
Just
on one
economic
side.
divisions
then.
between classes, but that's everywhere. It is. I don't know how we've got onto this. I just wanted to know where you wanted to go on holiday.
So
to be
what's your
honest.
opinions
So-
on economic division among financial securities in other third world developing countries?
Yeah. I don't know, to be honest with you. Thank you. Yeah, I think that I wanted to know how Brazil was in general. You
Yeah.
say you want to go to South Africa. Anywhere else that you fancy going?
I want to explore. Just literally anywhere. I want to go to Italy.
Yeah,
What's
I
another
wanna
one? I
go
feel
in.
like I'm not too. I don't need to travel everywhere. Like that's something I'll just do over my life. I think I'm not that. What's the word? Well, you just want to constantly travel.
Just a wanderlust.
Inquisitive, is it?
That's definitely not the word for wanting to travel.
That was a test. That was a test.
Definitely not the word. If you've got wanderlust,
Traveller.
just traveller.
Yeah, no, I
A nomad.
obviously want to visit places, but I'm not.
Yeah, I think.
I just want to build a house.
But
I
That's
like
my-
all
you wanna build a
places.
house?
That's my plan.
the dream.
Yeah, that's my dream. Like
Where?
not to travel right now, but just to build a house and just have a house and be settled, and then
Where?
I can do what I want. I don't know.
Switzerland.
Not in London though. 'cause
Switzerland's
that'd
very
be
cheap to buy
expensive.
houses.
Okay,
No,
Switzerland.
in this
Right,
country.
thanks Dion Dublin.
Switzerland's the safest place in the world.
Well, there you go. That's class. I want to. wondered if you were thinking about doing content and stuff in other countries, because like Lauren, she went out to Cyprus and she's just done her advent calendar, but she went out there twice to do 2 shoots for like advent calendars and whatever, because she does merch.
You should do it with the 7
do that stuff.
Do it with the 7 wonders of the world. Take a dodgy pitch outside every single one at the Eiffel Tower, one at Machu
Might use that for mine,
Picchu,
actually.
Yeah, just fucking
one at the Opera House. Fucking just travel around.
Sydney Opera House with Batty out, just be like, yeah, cool. Yeah. Have you thought about doing merch and stuff like that? Because obviously, like Lauren's got like stress bumbles.
It's actually funny because I thought about a calendar ages ago, but then obviously Lauren has one, so I don't want to do one as well. But like,
doesn't matter.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I would do anything. It's just the question of what you can get away with.
Yeah.
That's linked to it, you know.
Is there any like competition between Do you ever like look at like another OnlyFans person and say, oh, that's working for them, I'm gonna do it, or do you kind of just like focus in your own lane?
I'm in my own lane. Like, I don't see anyone else's stuff unless it's on Twitter. Like, I don't subscribe to anyone. It's just OnlyFans is quite odd, where you don't see loads of people's posts. It's not like Instagram. You scroll through and it's like someone's got a post that you can see. It's not like that at all. So for me, it's just like my site. When obviously it's not.
It seems nice though. It seems like they're supportive of girls like OnlyFans. They're not like.
I think there's 2 sides of it. Though.
There is
I thought
two
they would be
sides.
top. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it firsthand, like a lot of toxic shit that happened between like a lot of girls and stuff on OnlyFans, so they just try and like.
But the big
just go at each
creators,
other,
the big creators all seem
really?
nice to each
Yeah.
other. It's always the ones that seem to be growing that seem to get maybe like
Bro,
you're saying, stems to jealousy.
it's a lot of them, to be honest. I mean, Kirsty, you're
Yeah.
probably more well versed than that. You could probably educate us on that, like the good and the bad side of it.
I mean, most of my experience with girls, which is minimal, like I've only met like 3 girls who do it as well, which has been great. But there is one that was a bit dodgy, but I don't know, I think girls just get a bit jealous when they hear someone else has more subs or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But
Especially
that's the same with
especially if they're
anything, kind
doing
of.
like more explicit content. Like if someone was just
Some
doing
people
like
jump straight in and then
You
they
know,
obviously
like-
don't do as good. Like
I
they're
like
like, look at my tits for £5, and then
Yeah,
they
like
try and charge 20, and then it doesn't happen.
yeah, I feel like they'd be jealous if like someone was like just wearing a dress with their bum, and then some girls got their 5 a day inside them, and they're like, why am I not?
5 a day inside of
Why am I not getting
a
that
banana or a
much?
pear? Which one do you want for
Yeah.
£5? Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely different
I
types.
think it's quite a nice platform. I think everyone just kind of supports each other because it's the
Which is
same.
good.
I think it has the
Yeah,
potential
it's
to be very empowering, but also the potential to be quite damaging for some people, because, like you said before, about what type of person does come on it. And I do think where, you know, like you have like Snapchat, and you also have other things where like you screenshot stuff.
Yeah.
One thing I really don't understand is why OnlyFans, number one, isn't an app, because there's obviously definitely a reason
Yeah,
behind
I
it.
know.
But also, if it was an app, then you wouldn't be able to. They'd be able to. You'd be able to implement a software kind of thing
Where
where
they
you
can't
can't
screenshot.
screenshot and
Yeah.
record that kind of stuff.
That's
I
what I
wish
thought.
it was the thing. I wish it was an app because it'd be so much easier, because going onto Safari is long. But yeah, I mean, because people can screenshot it. Like, we know
Yeah.
all the leaks. Like, anyone can do anything with the things they buy, which is against the rules. But there's no, like, thing where it's like, oh, you tried to screenshot, nice try. Because what does that now? I think it's...
Snapchat did it when it first came out. Like you couldn't screenshot.
Yeah.
Like it just take you right off it. But now
Uh-huh.
they do. It just notifies you if they do.
Yeah, which is so annoying because they just share
Well, at
it.
least you know if they do. To be fair.
They should make it into an app, but I don't think you can have apps with that kind of stuff.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is that a recent thing in Apple? Because I remember back in the day.
No, not
PH,
really.
I
Big
don't think
Pornhub
it's
used to have their own app.
recent.
The
back,
thing
in,
is-
back in the day, back in the
Wow.
day.
Pornhub used to, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
wouldn't know.
think no, that was quite a long time ago, but then obviously it got taken down. But I think with the OnlyFans, I read something about why it wasn't an app, but
Kids
that-
safety props.
probably. But then again, it's like if you're on an application, it should be some sort of protection for obviously the person, the consumer, but also the people who use it, you know. And I think that the ultimate part of safeguarding policies, it needs to have something to do with being able to protect the content creators for
Yeah.
that. Because for me, from the outside looking in as an OnlyFans creator, when you have like these websites and forums where people are just sharing stuff, it just thinks like it's been years as this as a platform. So what they're doing,
The thing is that not to talk shit about OnlyFans because it's great.
obviously, it's
but
done well for you.
They don't really do much to help you as well. Like, they don't really care if you've got an issue.
How much did they take off the cuts?
They take 20%.
20%, yeah.
20.
Yeah,
Fucking
which is
hell.
amazing for them. But
No,
Jesus,
Bag
I thought I was
loads of
thinking
money.
maybe like 5.
no, 20.
20.
And then obviously it comes in. Apparently
Twitch is
it's an
50.
English-based thing, but they do dollars, so you don't just lose 20%, you also lose the conversion
You
rate.
little sneaky bastard.
But then, but yeah, they
that
just
$15 a month from that one person down the road
Yeah.
is just getting actually £2.50.
But yeah, they just don't really help you when
You'd
you
think they
have those
would,
issues.
Because
Yeah.
they'd get more money.
At first, they message me and they're like, "Oh, let us know if you have anything." And then obviously, the more I send, they
You
just
let them know,
add
and they're
me.
like, "Oh, not
Yeah.
this bitch again."
Because
Fuck
surely
off.
they don't need much staff as well. Surely there's just one guy sitting at the top, or girl just being
I
well,
think
the money.
they're just happy with what they're making. More, I don't know. I think they just need to really fix up the thing and make it into an app or something.
So I think if they were to obviously do it with the kids' safety, a little pitch to OnlyFans, they should just make it an app. But everyone that downloads the app, if they want to make a profile, they should be able to have to submit their ID to get accepted. Like
Yeah.
what a lot of apps. have
I
these
think that's
days.
what it should literally be for everything online anyway, like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah.
Especially with
stuff.
fake profiles and
Yeah,
it.
that's what I mean.
That's the thing, is that the people that subscribe to me, most of their names are like, you know how it was on Club Penguin, it'd be like U9E2. Yeah, like most of them are like that. So if someone screenshots it, or like I know someone's name, so the guy that deletes all my content, he's like, this is the person's name, search it on your OnlyFans who's leaking your stuff. And I'll search it and it doesn't come up because their name is like U15 and you can't search a name. They don't have to put in their like specific details, so they can just do what they want with it. So it's just, it's
That
bad.
sucks a bit.
Not
yeah,
ideal.
it does suck.
Because the only way you could do anything with that would be take it to the police, and that's just a bit long, isn't it?
So if they did have it with the ID and stuff, then you can find
Exactly.
them, block them, or like
And I'd stop them doing it as well, because it'd be like, oh shit, I could get in
they'd be
trouble.
scared. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
I've got one question when it comes down to like the whole OnlyFans thing, the YouTube thing. Like, there's obviously been a big YouTube community. Have you found like who you socialise with since going into the OnlyFans thing over the last year or so, that your association with people has changed over the last year?
No,
No,
honestly,
not at all. Still friends with the
really.
same people, or you just
Yeah.
never had any friends?
Never had any
Never
friends. No, no, like nothing's really changed. Like I said earlier, like I thought I was worried about people's reactions if they were going to be like, oh, that's sad. But no, like most people were messaging me like, oh, I rate you. Like I'm glad you're happy and you're doing what you're doing. Like,
I did
like
feel
you're
the
doing
general
good
thing's
and yeah.
supportive.
Yeah, it's like everyone I spoke to was nice about it.
That's very good. Isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
good then.
But
That's
I'm sure for a lot of people it's the complete opposite. I think I just got lucky because I mean, especially if they don't have followers in the first place, so they're starting small, like you were saying, they probably get so much shit.
I think that's
from
one thing that
family and
I would
everything.
never really, personally, obviously I don't do it. I'm not a woman. Everyone, in my opinion, everyone's
Males
free
can do it as
Males
well.
can do it.
Yes, yes,
They earn a
can.
lot for foot pics.
Yeah.
Really?
I think for
Feet
me,
pictures?
I would never recommend anyone to do OnlyFans just outright, because for me, I think it's something where you do it if you want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I always believe that it's your body, you can do what the hell you want with it, as long as it doesn't hurt someone else, if you get what I mean. But this wouldn't. No, this wouldn't. That's just my general concept.
Sitting on
of
somebody
do what
else's
you want,
face.
unless it has an adverse reaction on someone else, which OnlyFans doesn't. However, I think for some people, like you said in your own words, that some people may not be cut out for it because of like their headspace. But yeah, I just think sometimes it's just such a risk for no guarantee of reward.
It's a huge risk.
I'd recommend any girl with a platform or a boy with a platform.
And that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying, because you can say it's for a video and
Yeah.
then it works well and you don't have to do a video.
But you also know there's guaranteed
Whenever
going
that's-
to be some people. If you
Some
are literally
people-
like you don't imagine. I know of some girls actually who do OnlyFans, but don't put it on their social media. So they're trying to grow it organically from OnlyFans, and they don't put any of the links on their
But
socials or
that's-
anything.
I don't know how that would physically work. Like I said, you can't see any, you don't really see any other people's stuff. So
I rate people with no platforms to do it, because that must take a lot of fucking
Yeah,
But
definitely.
balls.
I think generally they go more ham. Like,
Yeah, because they want to get out there,
they'd
don't
have
they?
to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when YouTubers start off. I can say I used to try to be a little bit more controversial because I wanted to stand out rather than just
Yeah.
be like an average YouTuber.
yeah.
But there's only, hopefully, fucking hope everyone agrees with me. The only side that I don't agree with OnlyFans is the fucking people that dress up as kids. The
As
fucking
kids.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, he doesn't.
What?
Yeah, no, not in the really weirdo way. But he means like the school dresses, the wigs, like the
Oh,
childish
you mean
looks.
school dresses?
No, it's just I mean people that genuinely dress up as kids. Like I've seen people.
As in babies.
Someone
Do you
just
mean as
Madeline
in-
McCann.
Do you mean as in babies where they have
Like,
the, like
yes.
the dummies and
Can't
stuff?
find
Okay,
that.
that-
Oh,
Yes, like
Oh,
it's
that is
legitimate
messed
people
up.
that have legitimate 1,000 people subscribe to them, and it's like people with dummies, nappies, wearing.
And they're
I'm
like, I'm a baby, but I'm also got
Yeah,
tits
good
out.
gaga.
and then they talk like a baby in their text as well. I'm like,
Also, like, on a weird one.
Oh,
just
it's weird. Sorry. Yeah.
Do you remember that girl who got loads of followers on TikTok because she was crawling around with a leash?
Really?
I don't usually wear this, by the way, but
How could
but
you do that?
Yeah, it's a bit weird for me. To be
I know
honest.
who you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know her name.
But she got loads of followers from that. Anyway, I think that's probably a good way for us to round this off for the video. If you're watching this right now, thank you very much. Lewis, what are we going to do right now?
Right, so Kirsty, in case you don't know, for the last 10, 20, 30 minutes, however long it needs to be for the podcast, we go over to audio platforms only. We're on 6 platforms now, and what we do is we get people to send in their biggest life problems, dilemmas, and we answer them. We give them honest advice. Or in George's case last episode, he said, it's not my fucking problem, and refused to answer them. But yes, nevertheless, if you want to send them in, it's on the Instagram highlights, but it's lifeadvice@antisocialpodcast.co.uk, so send in your dilemmas, problems there. And yes, we'll see you over on what platform, Cam?
On Spotify and Apple. Thank you very much, Kirsty, for coming on the podcast.
Thank you very much.
Please
for
go and
having
check
me.
out. Our links will be in the description. And yeah.
Thank you. See you in a bit.
Yay! Yay!